Okay, so I'm gonna do a new thing called Pillow Talk. Echo, stop. Sorry, I forgot to turn that off. I hope that doesn't get me in trouble. Anyway, I'm gonna do a little thing called Pillow Talk where I am going to talk about my day, and it's gonna be like therapy kind of for me because and it doesn't cost me anything. So it's perfect, right? Plus I can share this with my followers and let them know what's going on in my life and be candid and real. Pretty much, you know. Um Someone said it looked like I had a shiner. They were being a smart ass on the other social platform that I won't be on probably very much longer. Um on one of my reels that I made over there. But anyway, so what are we going to talk about today? So what this is Pillow Talk. It's about what time is it? I turned that phone off, and I need my glasses to see what time it is on this thing. It is. Oh, why don't I just do this? It's 8:24. So it's 8:24 p.m. I'm getting ready to go to sleep, Eastern time. Um, Coming down for the night. I might be up for a little longer, but I'm getting ready to go to sleep. So here's what's going on. So on Facebook, I got flagged for selling drugs. That's what my restriction was, selling drugs, because I put a post up about good RX and saving money on your pharmaceutical medications if you're uninsured or underinsured. So because I put a post up about that, I was restricted for selling drugs. That's what I was accused of, selling drugs. I obviously fought it, which I've done many times on Facebook. This is, by the way, this full disclosure, this is my third Facebook account. So I know how they are when they want to disable you. And I understand some of my content is a little controversial and maybe a little bit risque and maybe perhaps I shouldn't be posting certain things that I do post, but I'm a very honest person. So and I have integrity. I I'm very honest, and I'm very bold. Like I will say what's on my mind in a polite way, with integrity, and nothing, not my life, not anything except for my soul is worth my integrity, and it cannot be bought or sold. So I appealed it. Went through I'll make a long story short. So it went through the appeal. I lost. It was not put back up. I don't care if the post was put back up or not. I really didn't care about that. I just didn't want the restriction because now my account says at risk. Literally, when I go on my account, it says at risk. So it's up right now. My account on Facebook is up, but God knows for how long. So it won't be long. It won't be long. I'll be lucky to make it through the summer, if not the week, because I just posted another very honest thing, and it has to do with this, what I'm telling you right now. So I appealed it again. There was a second appeal. I opened a ticket. I asked what's going on. Why is this? Why did I get flagged for selling drugs? First of all, what idiot would sell drugs on a public post on Facebook? Seriously, you would have to be on drugs yourself to post a post like that. Selling drugs on a public post on Facebook. In Messenger, I can understand maybe someone doing some deals in Messenger and stuff on drugs, but on Facebook on the public post, okay. So I appealed it, lost, okay, lost that appeal. Then I escalated it because I was not happy and I didn't agree. I still don't agree, but I'm not the one in charge. I'm just a number to them. That's it. So I appealed it to the oversight board. And the oversight board is the highest that Facebook has. That's where real people, and I am a verified user, so I pay a monthly fee to be verified on Facebook. That's where real people, and I don't know if I'll upload this to Facebook or not, if it's still there. I don't even know if I will or not, but I'm going to keep it on my YouTube channel because I think people need to know. You know, our voices are being silenced. We're not able to say what we want to say. And I'm not hurting anybody. And another thing is, too, as far as Facebook's concerned, they should want people like me. I create community activities like Lobby Lizard and naming the animals and bringing people together, and Crystal Connection, a group that I have that I love. I started a group called Tori Amos Advance that has 11,000 members and 2 wonderful admins. And we have celebrities that actually go live in there, in that group. So I guess there's going to be one less admin if I get nixed. And another thing too, another one of my things too, I know attention spans, people say 10 minutes, after that they shut you off if they're not interested, whatever. But another thing is too, is Facebook, it really lacks the ability to tell you when you do something wrong and what you did. They did that time. They did. But a lot of times they don't tell you you've done something wrong or you violated anything. And then poof, it's like you can't share, your account was flagged for spam. And then you go and chat to somebody from another country that barely understands English. No offense. I'm not a xenophobe, by the way, but seriously, all those people that when you open a ticket, they call it a ticket. When you open a ticket or a complaint, and with being verified, I actually have more access to protection and or those people to escalate or to whatever, because I'm verified. I pay $15.99 or $16.99 a month to get that little blue check mark. And the only reason I got it is because this is my 3rd account. I've lost 2 accounts, and I got it because I heard if you're verified, you can get your account back. If you're verified, you can fight and get your account back. But here's the thing, folks. I am so worn out. I am so tired. I'm so tired of fighting. I'm so tired of spending hours in chats, going back and forth with them. And all they do every time at the end, every single time, is they send you like 15 links and tell you to read it. And then do what the links say. Read the terms of service. Follow up on the links. You need a PhD to follow and do everything. Literally, it would take me a week, 8 hours a day for 5 days to do everything they tell me to do for one restriction. And they know darn well people are not going to do that. They know that no one's going to go through all that trouble. No one is. And I love Facebook. I do. It is my favorite social media. It is my favorite platform. It's perfect for me. I love it. I adore it. It's going to break my heart if and when it gets closed down. I mean, I like TikTok. I like Instagram. I don't even know if I'm going to be allowed to be on Instagram if my Facebook account's taken down, because they're both owned by Meta. So I don't know how that works. I'm not the biggest tech savvy person in the world, but I do know a little bit, and I do sell things. And Facebook was perfect for that, and live videos and stuff. Whatnot is another thing I've been considering. I have WeChat, but that's not really a selling site. That's more like just communicating. I don't like to give out my private my phone number. I do not. Only certain people have my personal mobile number. And somebody messaged me and called me on it that I don't have any clue how he got it. I banned him from a group because he kept posting this this African American lady dancing and jiggling in the group, like over and over. So I blocked him from the group, and then he got upset and he messaged me on my home phone, on my mobile phone, and called me on my mobile phone. I blocked him. I was going to leave him unblocked because after so many messages, it's considered harassment. Then I could have filed a police report and went after him for harassment. But anyway, nonetheless, I digress. So Facebook is my favorite platform. I don't want to lose Facebook. And since this is my third account, the first account that I lost, it was completely my fault. 150% my fault. I admit it. 150%. No arguments whatsoever. None. I have not one leg to stand on. I lost that fair and square. I really messed up. But I believe, and that was in 2009, I believe that my account, my name, my ISP, my demographics were flagged because of that. So I believe the second account that I don't believe I should have lost, my second account was disabled for being a fake account. They had me send in information to prove that I was who I was. My driver's license, my birth certificate, my social security, or my passport. I have all these forms of ID that I sent in to Facebook, and they still said it was disabled for being a fake account, that I wasn't who I said I was. And what hurt me the most about the second account was that I was friends with my father, who's now deceased, and we don't have the capability to, or at least I don't know how to, for him to like when you list your family members on your profile, I can list him, but there's just like a little square. There's no picture of him. I can't access his profile or anything. I mean, I can go to his profile, but I can't. Sorry, my mouth is dry. I can't, and I don't want to get up and interrupt by getting something to drink, but I can't like have him listed as my father. So that hurt a lot. That actually hurt more than anything in losing that account. So I created another account. This is the third one. This is the one we're talking about now. Okay. So I wrote something on there. I think I said this at the beginning. I have really bad ADD. I said this at the beginning, I believe, but I wrote how people who are underinsured or not insured could use GoodRx to get their prescription medications discounted. That was the post. That post was flagged, and I got a restriction for selling drugs. For selling drugs. Educating people on how to get their medications cheaper if they're uninsured or underinsured was selling drugs. Okay, Facebook. I don't get it. And I appealed it 3 times and I lost all 3. Then it went to the oversight board. I don't think that they've gotten back to me yet, but I'm sure if I lost the appeal 3 times that I'm going to lose the last one too. I'm positive. And if I don't, that's ridiculous because that means they were wrong the other 2 or 3 times, and I'm sure they don't want to admit it. Look, the bottom line is I'm just a number. I'm just a number. Just a number, and and I'm a nobody. You know, I'm nobody. And look, if you think about it, Facebook and I have a legal contract because I am exchanging money to be verified. I do purchase stars and throw stars. People, when I go live, throw stars to me. So there's money there. I make money off content, or at least I used to. They suspended that on this account, by the way. I got restricted from monetization of content, and they restricted promoting me. So they won't push me out anymore on Peter Lemos, on my profile page. On my business page, however, if you go to my business page, it says page health and it says good. In green, it says good. Ironic, huh? But here's the problem. If you lose your main account, you automatically lose your page, your business page. It's gone. So all of those photos, all of those sale items, everything I posted, all of that content, gone. Gone. I know there's ways to download stuff and everything, but all that time, my time is money. Facebook, my time is money too. And as far as I know, I'm not a lawyer, I'm not an attorney, and I don't profess to be, but as far as I know, when any money is being exchanged and you have a money exchange between one another and contracts between one another, I understand they have TOS that covers their ass. I get it. They all do. Also, even this social media, all social media do. They do. But if I were a billionaire and I had the money to go after their 18,000 lawyers and fight this, I would fight it. But I don't. And most people don't. So you're just, again, caught up in the number game. You're a number. You're thrown to the wayside. It is what it is. Bye-bye. Now, my fear is, and my friend and I tried to open another account because I was fearful that I would lose this. And I wanted an account just to talk to my friends. I didn't even care anymore about the sale page. I didn't care about any of that anymore. I just wanted to have my little baby Facebook account because I wanted to be able to talk to my friends and everything like that and still communicate with my high school friends and all these other people that are going to think that I probably blocked them. That's another horrible thing when they just close your account and people think that you blocked them or whatever, and you certainly didn't. Your account was closed. That's why today I put a post up saying I probably won't make it through the summer. So we tried to make an account. I used a brand new email. I did not lie. I used my real name. I used obviously they knew my ISP address. I created a brand new Peter Lemos under a different email, so it was no way attached to my current one. And after putting the information in, I have all this evidence. I took screenshots. I have all of it. I kept it just in case I want to be crazy and spend my life savings anyway. It came back. I'm not kidding. It came back and it said, this account is disabled because it has a restriction. It was a brand new account. I hadn't even put a profile picture on it. Brand new account with a brand new email. And it was disabled because it said it had a restriction on the account. Mind you, it was not attached to my current account at all. Not at all. But it was disabled for having a restriction on the account that was just created. How can an account that you just create have a restriction on it? With a different email, and I didn't lie. I gave my same demographics. My account with the other account has a restriction on it that this account shouldn't have. Furthermore, I am scared shitless of being permabanned, because when you're permabanned, that's it. And I had a friend who was permabanned. It's horrible. There's no way to get back on Facebook. No way. No way. The one thing that somebody told me was something like about getting a VPN so your ISP can't be tracked and using a fake name. But what good will that do me? People are gonna, if I'm Joe Smith, and I could go to my friends from high school and everything, and you know what I mean. They're gonna be like, "Who's Joe Smith?" And then I would have to lie. I would have to put a different profile picture for facial recognition and all that stuff. And that's not me. That's not me. I'm not going to do that. I am not going to. That goes back to integrity again. That goes back to, are you kidding me? Are you to go back to lying? I'm not going to lie. Facebook means a lot to me, but it doesn't mean enough to me to lie. It doesn't mean enough to me to take away my integrity. My integrity is not for sale. And the post that I put up tonight, if that doesn't get my account shut down, I don't know what will. I was very specific. I was very kind. I did explain how Facebook is my favorite platform. I said I was very sad, because I am. But who knows? Anyway, just so you got a little information about that, I want to now, before closing, it's been 20 minutes, I want to let everybody know who has gotten this far. And if you have, thank you very much for listening, to have this information. I created a website because it's one thing that I can actually control, that I don't have to worry about. All I have to worry about is the legal things that are obvious, right? It's lemoscrystals.com, and I'll put it in the description on this video. LEMOS crystals.com. That I can actually go live from once I get it up and running, from what I understand, and possibly even create an app, which I'm thinking of doing too. I am on TikTok under Lemos Crystals, Lemos, Lemos Crystals under TikTok. I am under Lemos Crystals on Instagram. I don't know if I'll have access to Instagram if I get banned from Facebook. Or they don't call it banned, they call it disabled. They disable your account. So I don't know if I'll have access to Instagram or not. I'm also on WeChat under my own name, Peter Lemos. I think the username is Lemos Crystals on WeChat too. But you can go under Peter Lemos if you are involved with WeChat. A lot of people aren't. It's a Chinese, it's actually a really nice, I love it. It's a really nice platform, but it's not a social media platform. It's basically to make calls and do video calls and stuff like that. I have a Zoom account. Speaking of video calls and calls, I have a Zoom account, and I have obviously email. So if you want to email me, you can. It's pslconnect@gmail.com. So it's my initials, pslconnect@gmail.com. So if anybody needs to email me, feel free to email me. Again, I don't give out my personal mobile number. For some reason, I'm very weird and OCD about and crazy about giving out my private mobile number. I don't like to do that. I would rather use one of these. I even have Viber, but Viber shows my number. And so now if you want to get it, you can find it now. So, oh well, life goes on. I don't like to give that. I actually protect my mobile number more than I do my social security number. Really, I would be more inclined to give out my social security number than my mobile phone number. I know I'm crazy. It makes no sense. I don't even have it on my website. So, and I have my address on my website. So lemoscrystals.com has my address, my physical address, but the phone number is blank. And it has my email too. So if you need to get a hold of me, Lemos Crystals is the best way. All you have to do is just send a message through it. It'll come right to my email, and then I can answer you back. Or if you want to type out pslconnect@gmail.com and send me an email, please feel free to do that. If you want to join WeChat, I'll be happy to add you. If you want to follow me on Instagram or TikTok, I'll be happy to follow you back. Look, guys, I'm not a celebrity. I'm not a big shot. I'm just average everyday Joe. I'm just your average everyday guy. But I am a guy, and I have I'm a guy. I have we have a voice. We all have a voice. And our voices shouldn't be silenced, especially when something's done an injustice. And this is an injustice because I was by no way selling drugs on Facebook. Come on now. If somebody from Facebook is watching this, come on, really? How many of your members sell drugs on a public post on Facebook? What? If they do, like I said, they must be on drugs. But that was what my restriction was. And when I go to my account, which I have all these screenshots, I will post them on my website. They literally say account status in at risk. It says at risk. It's basically they're telling me that they're slowly chopping my balls off, basically. I think that's all the social medias that I have. I certainly love Facebook. I like it the most. I like their platform the most. I think TikTok's a better app than Facebook because they're more intelligent and their algorithms are better, or were better anyway. I don't know if they are so much now, but they were. I personally didn't like, and I'm just trying to get used to TikTok. I'm not a really big TikTok person. It's too much information for me. It drives me nuts. I was telling my friend, it's overload. I have ADD. It's overload for me to see all these people talking and flipping through, and oh my gosh, it's too much for me. But if you want to connect with me just to message at least, or to follow me and see the products that we're selling, we sell candles, essential oils, crystals, minerals, fossils, sprays, liquid soaps, and a variety of other collectible items, including antiquities. We sell those under Lemos Crystals, or lemoscrystals.com. Lemos Crystals is the company name. Feel free to reach out and contact me. And as long as my account is open, you can even send it in Messenger. That's another thing too. I love Messenger. So I'm sure if my account gets closed, that Messenger is going bye-bye too. I would be okay. Honestly, I would be okay with them closing the account and leaving my Messenger alone. But I don't think that will be the case. And I don't know what happens with Instagram. I'm going to have to Google that or ChatGPT and find out if they will disable Google or Instagram because of losing Facebook. Look, let's hope. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm being overly cautious and or paranoid or whatever. But I've been through this. This is my third time. And I know how they did it before. They do it in steps. And I think that's because of the legal aspect of it. I think that's because money was exchanged. And when money's exchanged, it becomes legal. It becomes a contract. Now you've got a contract with somebody. Because there's money that you're earning, making, giving, and receiving back and forth. I've paid for ads. I bought stars. I've been thrown stars. I've received money from them for my content that I've made all along. They loved the heck out of me. They were promoting me and everything. Now all of a sudden I'm public enemy number one because I'm selling drugs on Facebook. Because I'm telling people to use GoodRx to save money on medications. To help people. That's selling drugs. So, anyway, I won't belabor the point. 30 minutes. My goodness. Okay, so that was Pillow Talk. We're going to try to do more. I'm going to upload this. I might share it on Facebook even. I don't know. At this point, guys, there's no sense in fighting. You're not going to win. You're not going to beat these big Goliaths. Come on, they're huge. But David did take down Goliath, so it's not impossible. Remember that. They're Goliath. I'm David. We'll see. I'll write stuff in the description, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day, night, evening, or wherever it is you are, and God bless you.